We get calls very frequently from people from all over the world, actually, who are concerned that they may have ALS or that they have a loved one who they are concerned about, or they have recently been told that it may be a possibility that this is what they have. So the first thing I try to do is let them know they've called the right place, that if they have questions about this disease, that they are starting in a place where they can get good, reliable information. I ask them if they've seen a neurologist. That's step one. If they have not, then usually my recommendation is to ease their fears a little bit, talk them through the process of seeing a neurologist, what the basics of an evaluation look like, some of the questions they can ask, and then offer to give them a recommendation for somebody near them that they can see, or a resource they can reach out to get a good baseline assessment. If they've already seen a local neurologist and ALS is sort of on the differential list of things that may be going on with them, then we talk about how you can schedule a visit either with us or at the clinic closest to them with someone who sees ALS frequently to give them the best diagnostic opinion possible. And so then we facilitate how to go through that process of scheduling an appointment. It is very scary, obviously I'll acknowledge that. It's very common when people do call me, they get a voice, so they usually say, oh, I'm not expecting to get a human being. So they're relieved to actually talk to somebody who's knowledgeable. Usually tears start shortly thereafter the conversation, just acknowledging that it's a very scary prospect. Kind of walking them through what a diagnosis entails and where they are in the process, I think is an important first step. If they've just seen a neurologist and told they have some either atrophy or cramps or something else that's concerning, but they haven't yet had an EMG, we encourage people not to get too far ahead with kind of the racing thoughts and the Googling about every single possible symptom, which could be, does nothing but feed that anxiety monster. And so you want to make sure you're going about this in a very systematic way, very logical way. The big question at that point is, you need to work through the current neurologist that you have to make sure that they have overturned everything that they could possibly think that it could be before jumping straight to ALS, which is not the majority of cases. And then also assuring them that if for some reason it does turn out that you need to see an ALS specialist, that we're here and you can give us a call and we can work through that next step. If you're getting passed around to different people, which does happen, we see folks and it's pretty common that they've been through either orthopedists or a neurosurgeon, for example. The biggest thing is to educate them about what questions to ask when they go back to their doctors. Be honest about your symptoms. Don't minimize them, which a lot of people, we all do when we go to the doctor. We want to put on our best face. Be honest with the person who's doing your evaluation, and if you feel like something is not right or something is not getting better, make sure you're being very upfront with your providers about it. If there's not an ALS specialist where you live, typically you can contact different neurology practices and find somebody who's specialized in neuromuscular medicine. They're a good generalist who'll be able to ferret out where the issue is happening, be it spinal cord, be it muscle, and narrow down whether ALS really is a path that needs to be, gone down in terms of diagnosis.